Hey everybody, Ryan here at ETrailer. Today we're going to be checking out the CURT replacement 12-volt battery for trailer breakaway systems. Whenever you go to, fix up your trailer, it kind of seems like one thing leads to another. And that's the case with ours today. Having a breakaway battery that's functional is critical because this is going to provide the trailer brakes with power in the event of an unlikely disconnect. So if the trailer comes unhooked, your breakaway pin will get pulled. This will send power to the brakes, kind of slowing everything back down. And with these little batteries, what a lot of times what ends up happening is the trailers sit forever, the battery loses a charge, won't really take a charge, it's just kind of at its end, or people wire them up wrong, or a combination of both. And that's kind of what happened. Our trailer sat forever. They need to go to use it, having some wiring issues, come to find out the way they had it wired, it wasn't actually charging their existing battery, so it was bad. And so instead of having to deal with getting a whole new box and everything else, if all the components are in good shape, you could always just replace the battery and get you up and going again. This is going to be a sealed lead acid type battery and 12 volts. And it's going to be a direct replacement for the CURT Trac 1 and Trac 2 trailer breakaway systems, but also many others. These are all pretty generic for the most part. So the one we're replacing today, we have a different brand system there, but this is going to work with it. So really, as long as the measurements, as long as this fits and as long as the voltage and ratings are the same, it's going to work. This is a 5 amp hour rating. And to make sure it'll fit actually in your breakaway box, in terms of the height, it's going to be 4 inches, be 3.5 inches wide, and 2 3/4 of an inch deep. So that's a really common size for the majority of the boxes out there. Some are bigger, which we do have the larger batteries if that's the one you need, or if your whole system is kind of just took a turn for the worse there and you need to replace everything, or if that's what you'd rather do, we carry a lot of those kits here at ETrailer as well. If you're unsure if your original battery's bad, it's pretty easy to figure out. You can always take a voltage meter and check it that way, or you can do a real simple test too, and that is get your trailer's wheels up in the air and they should spin freely. And if you were to pull your breakaway switch, that should, tell the battery to send power to the brakes and stop them. We have kind of a cool breakaway switch. It has a LED indicator light on there that'll tell us if we're getting power. So right now I have the old battery hooked up, and if we pull that pin, we should see a light illuminate, which we don't. So we know no battery power is coming through here and not being sent back to the brakes. So we'll pop our new one in and see if that makes a difference. To get our old battery removed, it's super easy. I mean, these things just have little spade terminals on them that you pop off. And ours are still in good shape. If yours are chewed up or anything, you can always replace them. But really nothing to it here. You simply just plug that right in like that and put it back into your box. So get that snapped in there, and then if we start to take a look at our breakaway switch, put that inside now with the new battery. When we pull this pin, we should get power. So pull that out. You see that it lit up red. We know power's going through there and back to the brakes. So really not a whole lot to it. This is going to be a great direct replacement option for the majority of the breakaway boxes out there, and a really important component because, with this, if your battery's dead, it always seems like when an accident happens, it happens at the worst time. If your battery's dead and the trailer comes disconnected, the brakes aren't going to turn on, and that's going to prevent you from getting things kind of back under control. So making sure that this is up and going and has the proper voltage is going to be critical, and you're going to thank yourself a lot if you were to come across that situation where the trailer comes disconnected. Other than that, at the end of the day, not really a whole lot to it. You know, like I said, as long as this will fit in your breakaway box and the ratings are the same as your original battery, this is definitely going to get the job done, and really important part to your whole trailer's braking system, you know, because whenever, if your trailer did come disconnected, you're going to want the brakes to apply and help get things back under control. So by keeping this replaced, knowing that it's good, definitely give you a little more peace of mind whenever you're towing down the road. And that'll finish up our look at of the CURT replacement 12-volt battery for trailer breakaway systems.